Good morning, guys. Welcome back to KC Farms. Today is our Cornish Cross's favorite day on the farm. It's time to get outside. Let's get that area set up for them and get them out of the brooder. All right, guys, we've got it all set up. We do switch from the regular feeders. Once we bring them outside, we do use these trough feeders, which work great because they can line up on both sides. And we also go to a water bowl from the regular water feeders. I do like that we use the wires to hang these up because you can adjust them. We just loosen that up and adjust them up or down. It's almost all the way to the ground right now because they're so young. But as they get older, like these guys over here, we have it right about at chest height. So they got to reach over just a little bit. And as we're kind of going downhill, so we may adjust this one a little more, but there's a lot less waste and spilling out of the thing when you're about chest height with your meat birds. So let's get our tote and we'll go in and get those birds out of the brooder, and they will be excited. Their favorite day on the farm, getting out of the brooder and onto the grass. All right, guys, there you have it. The easiest way to make a Cornish Cross happy, or any chicken that is, just raise them the right way. We've got them out on grass. You can see they're still yellow. They haven't fully feathered out yet, but they get in a little bit of shock when they're first out here, but then they start to roam around and find everything that they need, the fresh grass, the bugs. This one's already found the feed, and they will start acting like normal chickens, how they should be raised, not inside of a factory. But we have been selling a lot of these at the market, and it is always awesome to have repeat customers come back and tell us the difference on how it tasted. And it's not the bird, it's how it's raised. So it's just a great feeling. So these guys are out 3 weeks old today. Nights are only going to be down in the 60s. So it will not be bad for them. There's 30 of them in here, and they do produce quite a bit of body heat. And that's why these guys in the summer don't fully feather out, because it's warm out and they use all that energy eating instead of producing those feathers. So happy to have them out. I know they're happy. Got another batch right next to them here. These guys are about 5 weeks. 5 weeks old. They are doing great. We just turned around and started heading back down the yard. You can see how their feeder is higher up than the little ones, and it's just super easy to adjust that, like how we put that in there with the wire instead of a rope or something permanent. So these guys are about 5 weeks. These guys are 3. They might be 6 weeks. I can't remember. I've got it written down so I don't forget. And then there's these ones here that are 8 weeks. Got a couple days till they're 8 weeks, and we are going to be processing them this week for this weekend's market. That's why they are separated from the caravan, but they are all doing well, nice and big. They've been enjoying life out here in the fresh air and grass, getting moved twice a day. They have grown nicely, so we are happy to raise these and share them with others, but most importantly, we're eating very good and very healthy. So we don't want to leave those ones in the brooder behind. I'm going to get those cleaned out for them. I'm going to open it up so they have more space now that we've got that empty brooder. We'll be able to process these ones this week, and then the ones from the brooder will be able to come outside as well. And they are just getting close to 2 weeks, so we've got it timed pretty good. We've got more batches on the way. I do need to build more of these chicken tractors. I went and looked at my wood supply. I don't have the right amount of wood, so I got wood on order. We get it from a local mill here, so we're waiting for him to cut that up for us, and we'll have more chicken tractors. I'd like to have, maybe not by this year, but 10 total tractors. So we are constantly shuffling them in and out of the brooders and keeping them out here on the fresh grass. So let's get back to those brooders and clean those birds out so they have some fresh shavings and some more area to roam around in. Okay, we've got this ready for chickens, and we've got these two groups. Here's my thought. The older ones are here on the left, and the younger ones are here on the right, and I've got another batch coming. So I'm going to leave the younger ones in here, that way I can divide it again. And we got a couple older ones in here, and this big one, that big one. The one with the white wings have jumped over my small little divider. So we'll put the larger ones over here. They'll have this whole run to themselves, and that way you can see he's jumping back over there. The little ones can spread out here. When I get my new batch in, I'll divide it again. The little ones will have the two sides. So let's get these older birds over here because they'll be first to go out again, and then we'll take this divider out and let these little ones have free range of this coop again. All right, everybody's having a better day. We're having a better day because our chickens are off their manure. These guys have got a clean pen and some more room. These younger ones have got some more room, and like I said before, I didn't leave the bigger ones over here because we got another batch coming. So when I split this in half, these bigger ones are going to need more room, but they'll be going outside here soon once we get those other birds processed. Some people may think, oh man, you got to clean all that and put all that in, but most people know what this is going to. This is going to our compost pile, which will feed our gardens next year. So we're always excited to get those cleaned out. Not just for the chickens, who are obviously enjoying fresh shavings and more space, but for us, because it's gonna fertilize our gardens and give us some great food next year. So we are done in the brooders today. Let's get these closed down. I never did do hinges on these. They work just fine the way they are. If I need to set some weight on top of it, it works out great. So I do like this. I'm thinking I'm gonna need some more of these brooder boxes because we are planning on ramping up our Cornish Cross production. We do turn these heat lamps on at night, so I will get this heat lamp over to the other side and we'll turn these on at night just to give them heat if it gets a little too cold for them. So brooder is done. I'll get that taken to the compost pile. We've had some changes out here. I was just gonna do all chickens, but I think we did all chickens last video, I'm not sure. But anyway, I'll show you what's been going on here in the farrowing barn, just because we're in the farrowing barn / brooder barn. And we've got Miss Sassy Pants, who's been enjoying her wallow. We did wean her piglets about a day or two ago. And so she'll be in here for another day or two, and then we're gonna move her back. We'll let her dry up a little bit and get to eat without having competition and regain that beautiful figure. So sure, her piglets are weaned. Might as well go out here. This is Josie's pen. See, we got the heat lamp on for her piglets who have ventured out, so don't any longer need this board. I can get that taken right out, so they don't have to jump that anymore. Well, let's go out and see what her little piggies are doing, wherever they are. Hey, Jose, we're over here. You thought we were over talking to Sassy? How you doing? Oh, yes. Where's them babies? There they are. So they have all ventured out now, and they know where home is, and they've been popped by the fence, so they know to stay away from the fence. But our 4 babies are doing great. Remember, we had 2 boys and 2 girls. Yes, Josie, I know. So I just wanted to quickly show you these guys. They're so small. You forget when you have a bunch of pigs that are weaned and getting fat, you forget how tiny these little ones are. So it's nice to see them out on grass, not just our chickens on fresh grass, but our pigs. Good morning. You say hi? Yeah, you guys aren't too scared. Can I touch you? There you go. What a good piggy. See? Yeah. So there's the new piggies. And then, like I said, we weaned Sassy's group, and all the other piglets were on the other side. We opened up the doors inside the barn and moved them all across to this spot, which pigs were on, but man, it has grown up so nice with all that manure and pig waste that's been on here. And we put extra fences, so they got this long run here. We have, I believe, 16 piglets in here, and these are Sassy's right here, and this barrow. They kind of all hang together, but they're all doing good. Let's see everybody else. This is some of Kevin and Penny's, these big gingers. You guys are getting really long. And then here's the rest of the crew in here, and I figured out this is Isaiah's favorite. This is Jessie. Talked about Jessie in the last couple videos. I couldn't figure out which one she was, but the kids know. And here's the rest of the gang. So everybody switched sides. We are over on this side, got them off their manure onto some fresh grass. You know, you don't have to lay on top of each other. This is another one of Isaiah's favorites. I can't remember what he calls her. I want to say Marmalade, but that's probably wrong. But she is super nice. You can pick her up. She doesn't squeal. Just got a great personality. You guys are such boot chewers. Yes. So I just wanted to show you the piglets. We did get Sassy's weaned. They had their little scuffle. Everybody's figured and sorted things out, and they are over here enjoying this spot. So they won't be in here much longer because we want to keep this for farrowing. We'll put them in a pig loo and move them out to pasture. Look at this. Just kicked back enjoying life, aren't you? Aren't you? So that's a couple things that's been going on, but we just wanted to show you our chicken's favorite day. And I guess that goes for pigs too, when they're out here on fresh grass, enjoying life. Real rough life you got there, guys. So a couple more of these will be going home this week, and we're gonna have a bunch still left here, which we don't mind at all because we love them. Some will be in a meat herd. Some, I don't know what we'll do, but we just love them and we don't care how many there are. So anyway, guys, we appreciate you following along. If you haven't already, follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Got some reels we've been posting, some cool farm pictures. If you're not subscribed on Instagram and Facebook, you're missing out on those. And as always, guys, don't forget to make the change.